Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to Let's Talk Battle Rap Podcast, the Battle Rap Podcast of New York and the Battle Rap Podcast of the world, Craig. Oh, man, I got my explosions back, friends. Pause, man. It's the third week back. And, the first week, the sound was a little choppy. Second week, we kind of got it back together. But now I got my sound effects. I got all this. I was just feeling like old times, friends. And for those of you that have been wanting the show back, yes, we are back every Monday. Wherever you're listening to this at, we will be dropping brand new episodes. So subscribe wherever you're listening to this at. All right, man, we got a fire show coming up for you today. We will be talking about those Chrome 23 announcements. We had the live draft listen. We also will be talking about that light work Kid Chaos battle versus First Lady Flamez.
Yep.
We also talking about everything, man, that's going on in the culture. And you guys, y'all got to stick all the way till the end of the show, man. It gets crazy. We talk about the best battle rapper. A-Ward and Loso get a special shout out. You know what I mean? You definitely will want to stay tuned all the way to the end of the show. But as always, log on to letstalkbattlerap.com for all the latest stories and news and articles. And follow the show at LTBR Podcast on IG and Twitter. Also, if you want to have your questions answered, it could be about battle rap, it could be about life, it could be about whatever. Email the show at letstalkbattlerap@gmail.com or use the hashtag AskLTBR on IG or Twitter, and we could possibly use your question on the next episode. That's hashtag AskLTBR. All right. Thank you for tuning in, France and Vlad, aka Los Cabritos.
Wow, there's a lot of good names in this, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get organized and actually say all of the names so that everybody that hasn't seen the announcement know who's a part of this tournament. Here we go. So we got Bonnie Godiva, C. Bree the Lyricist, Shayna Ashley, Cheddar, Chirac, Couture, who's now being replaced by C3, E-Heart, Hazy, Caution, K Profit, Coco Cakes, Miss Miami, QB Black Diamond, Shice Raw, Yoshi G, and 40 Bars.
And ladies and gents, tonight, Remy Ma herself took to her IG live to drop the battle. She had all of the names and with some big ass cards inside of a little ass drum. So it made it a little difficult for the names to move around, but she definitely got the majority of the she definitely got the battles out with only one battle left to announce. And France, let's list off the battles so far and let the people know who's going to be battling week one.
We got QB Black Diamond versus Shayna Ashley, a rematch. 40 Bars versus C3. E-Heart versus Cheddar. Miss Miami versus Hazy. C. Bree the Lyricist versus Shice Raw. Bonnie Godiva versus K Profit. Chirac, but we don't have her opponent because the live cut off then. And whoever her opponent is, the last two will be battling. So she could be battling either, Yoshi G. Who else is left on the board? She could be battling Coco Cakes, who's also on the board still.
Find out tomorrow on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. But listen, I'm really happy for Chrome Female Battle Rap. They're doing their event on the 30th, which is that Sunday, because that Saturday Queen of the Ring has their prom night. So it's a whole female battle rap.
Oh yeah, a whole female empowerment weekend.
Yes, absolutely, man. And we still need to figure out the last two matches, but so far from what we have announced, I like the direction it's going in. I'm very going to be intrigued the brackets of it, because sometimes they do these announcements, but they don't place it in the chronological order that they announced it. So that also makes a major difference as far as everybody's path, right? Like imagine if QB, Black Diamond, Shayna Ashley, 40 Bars, and C3 are all in the same corner. Like you're knocking out two out of those four names no matter what, or three out of those four names no matter what.
It's a rough path, man. I love the mixture of the names. You got legends and you've got rookies, people who folks barely know, but here's an opportunity to make a name and to make your claim in this game. So It's pretty interesting, man. Some of the names that have been out there, because I'm pretty sure if you're not keeping up with everything that's going on, I'm sure everyone knows the 40s and the E Hearts, but some of these other names are brand new to folks. And to have an opportunity to mix it up with some legends, win, lose, or draw, no matter what, all you got to do is show up. But that $25,000 is on the line, so it is time that the ladies start getting that cash too. So
Right.
that is a good look, man. I'm glad to see that it's at least a quarter piece. That's definitely something to scrap it out for. So whoever wins that takes that quarter home and has new bragging rights, and also more claims for Wody. More accolades, more stats, friends. You know what I'm saying? So history, first time things are happening. So that gives us more content to cover. So how can this be bad any way around? It can't.
This is amazing. Everything about this is amazing. And I do want to say, personally, we have an agenda to take care of, Vlad. Okay.
What's that?
Before Remy went live,
yeah.
That's the Black Compass. My brother's over at Black Compass. Cola and Paulo did a Twitter space. Just to want to talk about the announcements and the names and the contestants. And Shayna Ashley and Coco Cakes pulled up, and it got kind of spicy.
Oh, word! Can I hear a little something? You got a little something for us to hear?
Shayna Ashley says Coco Cakes has bottom tier bitch syndrome.
Oh my gosh. Yo.
That's why. You should not never talk about looks. Like, why do you go there? Why is it always the hot bitches that go to looks? This is me. Why is it always the hit bitches that go to looks? You're hit. We all know you're hit. We see you in person. We know how you look. You're hit. Do not let this fucking social media shit fool you.
Oh my God.
You're bugging. Don't fucking talk about looks to me. Don't ever talk about looks to me with your face like that. With your face like that. You can talk about all the way.
Yeah.
There's
a lot more. There's a lot more where that came from. That was going on for at least 30 minutes.
Oh my son, my head would have exploded listening to that for 30 minutes. How did you sit through 30 minutes of that?
And so the culture was all in Remy's comments like, switch Shayna's opponent, because Shayna and QB's a rematch.
Oh, so that's why everybody was on it like that. Okay.
Everybody's like, switch it. And our job now is to tomorrow, once we find out who Coco Cakes has, we all have to push that button to say, switch the match.
Oh my God.
Switch the match. Switch the match.
Remy, no one will be mad at you. Like, no one will be mad at you for switching these matches around. I won't be mad. France won't be mad. The people won't be mad. Let's keep this energy rolling. Of course, obviously, we don't want any physical violence or anything of that nature. But this, aggressive energy, rhyme-wise, will definitely make for a great round one. I tell you that, $25K on the line. You got to stand your ground and defend your crown. Let's do it, man. Switch this thing around, Remy. You do what you want. You already said that. So why we got to go by these rules now? Come on.
Plus, you're moving a rematch away. It's cool. We can live without seeing part two of Shayna QB.
And listen, France. All right, I'm glad, man. I'm getting a little loose now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm starting to feel better. I'm still coming back, man. I still got to ice down after the podcast and all that, so I'm getting a little looser. Rem, we saw your face after announcing 2 or 3 rematches in a row. You weren't even that excited. You know what I mean? And you're a fan too. And you know what will make the most sense and what will be the hottest battles. And I think if you just speak to all the ladies and say, hey, y'all rematched already. Would you be cool facing these people? And let's lock it in. Let's move in this direction. I would hope everybody would be cool with that and everyone would win around the board. You know what I mean? So let's do that.
Remy is back live. Do you want to see if we can get these last ones?
All right, man. Let's see what's up.
So y'all gonna let me roll up, or y'all just want me to just pull the next name out and let y'all go about your business? Let me just pull the next name out. How about this? I'll pull the next name out while I'm holding it up, and y'all can just tell me.
Yo, Remy
real quick,
she's really into this battle rap culture, man.
Ashley, C3 has 40 bars. C3 is filling in for Couture.
Fresh, lower that for a second.
Miss Miami has
Yo, you know how the battle rappers can't do an interview without rolling up weed? Now, Remy can't do the last announcement without rolling up weed. Friends, this is an addiction, man. Like, you just can't wait one more minute.
You're already behind on the announcements. Just announce it.
Put down the weed. We got a show to start already, Rem. Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
This is what I got. Who is it, guys?
Oh my gosh.
Anticipation is killing me. Oh, y'all lucky. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
She has the card in her mouth while she's rolling, guys. I just want to give you the visual.
The weed is more important than the announcement, ladies and gentlemen.
And the live is still freezing.
Come on, man.
It looks
the drama.
It looks like it's caution, though. It froze with the card being flipped over.
Okay. There you go. There you go. Let's make the announcement for Remy Ma.
There you have it. Chirac will be battling caution.
All right.
Yes, that only leaves left Yoshi G to battle. Who's Yoshi G left to battle? Cocoa Cakes.
Oh, you know what, friends? Let's make the announcement for Remy Ma since she's got her weed to roll up and the Wi-Fi to fix. Let's make that last announcement.
Yeah, so there you have it. Chirac the car was pulled before her live crashed. She pulled out
still calling me. I'm not answering though, but I see the person.
She pulled out Caution's name, so Chirac will be battling Caution, and the last two remaining names is Yoshi G and Cocoa Cakes.
So Yoshi G versus Cocoa Cakes, ladies and gentlemen, is the last battle. There you go. We have all the battles.
Yep, we can get off this live now.
Oh man. Salute to Remy Ma, though, man. That was entertainment nonetheless.
Definitely was. So should I run down the lineup one more time?
Yes. Let's do it, friends.
All right. For everybody, I know it's a little bit of a rocky start, but the podcast about to get real organized now.
Oh, no. We'll edit it and smooth it out because there was definitely some bumpy roads. But yeah, we'll smooth this out. But thank you for rocking with us, man. And if you're listening, you know what we do, man. Y'all enjoying this.
QB Black Diamond versus Shayna Ashley rematch. 40 Bars versus C3. E-Heart versus Cheddar. Miss Miami versus Hazzy. C-Bree the Lyricist versus Shice Raw. Bonnie Godiva versus K-Profit. Chirac versus Caution. And Yoshi G versus Cocoa Cakes.
Yeah. Man, we finally have it, friends. We've been asking for years for a ladies tournament, and here we go, man. Remy Ma's put it together, and it's official, and it's gonna happen, man. October 30th. I'm looking forward to this.
Here we are, man. I'm excited. You know what I mean? Again, just wanted to put it out there. Switch the battles. You know what I'm saying? Let Yoshi G.
Okay.
Yoshi G versus QB and Shayna Ashley versus Cocoa
Cakes.
I want that. You feel me? Like I love both those matches way more than what we have right now. You know
listen, man, maybe we got to get all the media together. You know, everybody says Rem that DM. Like, listen, man, we had a conversation and we thinking these are the matches that need to happen. What can we do about this?
QB versus Yoshi is a battle I need and like.
Facto.
All right. So salute to Chrome 23. Any more thoughts now that we got the lineup, the day, and the battle format? What else are we thinking about this?
Yo, man, Rem said something so crazy. She said, they got the 3 weeks just because, the ladies are moms, ladies got a lot to do, and the ladies be having their periods, and she laughed and stuff like that. But then it had me thinking, like, yo, imagine you woke up and you just like one of these ladies had like a crazy period day, son. And they had to battle. This was like a battle you couldn't back out of and leave. Like, yo, man, as fellas, man, this is something that we never have to worry about. And, thank goodness we never do, man. But to them ladies that had that happen to them and still pulled through and showed that championship clutch performance, salute to y'all, man. Because, fellas, man, if y'all been with y'all ladies for a minute, you know how it is sometimes when they be going through it. So for them to be battling and all that is crazy, man. I'd never want to do something like that, bro.
how about this? A bigger battle, when they are, early in their pregnancy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because we didn't get the Coffee and 40 battle, unfortunately, like it was supposed to go down, and it didn't on 40 Bars' end. But it was revealed later on. Coffee, was expecting her little bean, and she would have been battling 40 Bars, expecting. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. Salute to the ladies, man. I'm glad to see them getting their props and their bread. Most importantly, you know what I'm saying? They're definitely starting to get some of that paper. But I do want to, not but, I want to see them show out, man. This is the first tournament. And I know when URL did the first tournament, you could see the hunger in all the MCs. Like everybody that week one showed up gunning, man, because this was the first time and no one knew what it could lead to. So I'm hoping we get the same type of effect. But I definitely want to know like what the environment is going to be like, France. Like, is it going to be an enclosed studio type environment? Is it going to be on stage with the crowd? Because that has a lot to do with it. Because as you know, some people are better performers and take to the crowd better. Some people are more, lyricists and content driven. And if it's a small studio, you can get away with a lot more stuff and be a lot more dynamic how you like to be. So that all will play a role into everything also. So I'm definitely curious to see what that rollout is all about.
We do have some info from it. On the live, Remy did say that the battles are going to be on VOD, which alludes to it not being live.
Okay.
Right? Which I'm look, I'll say this, right? If live production is a difficult thing that you have yet to like fully figure out, then best to not offer it than try it and not be good, right? You know what I'm saying? Have that self-awareness to be like, I'm not ready to take that step yet. But I will say, the worldwide not being able to see the tournament, like like there's just that energy from like watching a live tournament in real time, seeing things happen. You know what I'm saying? It's a tape delay.
Absolutely. There's nothing like the live experience. Matter of fact, that's what people are in for now. Like if you don't have the live experience, people feel cheated. But I do understand that the last few, there's been hiccups, that's documented clearly. So one step at a time, get this right. And hey, let's see what they got to provide, and hopefully it's all good. But definitely, I'd rather she do a VOD than try to do something live and people can't watch it. And then, the biggest story is not how the rappers did, but that the stream was bad. So, hey, put the focus on the rappers. And if it's got to be this way, then it is what it is until, they can get it right. So I'm not mad at that, man.
Me neither, man. And another thing that I thought was interesting, Remy did say she had talks with Queen of the Ring to do a collaboration for the tournament. Things just couldn't work out in its favor. But the fact that there was a conversation already, and that we're seeing all these Queen of the Ring staple names, and we're getting like Queen of the Ring OG matches that you would have like been like, oh, okay, Prophet and Bonnie Godiva, is this 2011?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? 40 and C3, is this 2013? Like, what's happening?
Right.
I love the support there. Even if people feel like they're direct competition, there's nothing but love and support. And in fact, she's doing her event that Sunday so that she can have Queen of the Ring have their day Saturday, and then, they can do their day Sunday. So it could be a full weekend of festivities. I don't know what's the environment though. If it's gonna be closed room, she's selling tickets. Maybe it'll be a smaller 200, 300, 400 people. Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
We shall see, man. We gonna watch.
Oh, we definitely gonna watch.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
That pretty much wraps up all that we know about Chrome. I can't wait to start the tier list, Vlad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yo, bro. This is only my third show back. You start this tier list. Now, you know what happened when you did the tier list just for the guys, man? It got crazy. Are you ready for the fans? Are you ready for the fanatics of these ladies to throw the slop at you once this tier list drops?
Bro, I'm ecstatic. All right. My favorite thing about the tier list is that like it's a compilation of like everybody in the team giving their IQ and their analysis and their projections, and also using fans' projections as well, implemented to who we think are favored. We also take into account the direction of the bracket to know what your strength of schedule might look like as you proceed in the tournament. And sometimes it ages very well, and sometimes it ages like milk. And then sometimes it motivates people, and sometimes it overrates others,
Oh, man, bro. Please, man, be ready, brother. Be ready. Just be prepared. Just all the insults you can think that could be hurled at you. All right, start hearing them in your brain already, so that when they throw them at you, it just bounces off you and it don't even bother you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, nothing can be worse than being called a bottom tier. I'll leave it at that.
Hey, yeah.
I'll leave it at that. Shannon Ashley was going crazy. And again, please switch that battle. We need Shannon and Coco, QB and Yoshi as a fire switch to do.
Fact though, man.
All right, man. We got a nice week of battle rap, though. You know, every week, and when you start to feel like it's a little quiet, and then things start to turn up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like whenever it's quiet, somebody's thinking like,
it's my time.
a little too quiet. Let me get active in this motherfucker. So we could start with actually, you know, let's start with some of the stuff in Spaces that happened as of recently. You know what I mean? I know we have Verb on his media wave, you know, doing Spaces and interviews with his peers. I'm enjoying this Verb, you know what I'm saying? I enjoy this Verb more than the Verb that's the only speaker in the space for 2 hours.
Yeah, listen, man, Kevin Samuel Verbs, man, that's a wild boy. I don't know. I can't. I don't. But this Verb was all right, though, man. It was definitely more about the art and the performance, and I definitely enjoyed hearing him speaking to some of these cats, man. It was refreshing.
He definitely he got a chance to talk to Geechi earlier in the week, and I guess he took advantage and said, "Let me get Mook up here." And he probably contacted Mook and said, "Mook, the people have to hear you. What people are into now is Spaces. We need you to jump on the Spaces." And Verb got Mook to jump on the Spaces.
Bro, sorry. So I listened to this today, right?
Yeah.
My thoughts, I'm a little concerned, man. It seems like Mook is really focused on the crowd and how now people have a voice and a say, you know, in what they want to hear. And he feels like, you know, this is how I interpreted what he said. All right. So if I'm misquoting anything, I'm just putting out that this is how I interpret it. He's like, the crowd shouldn't have a say in what they want to hear from an artist. They should just sit back and accept the art that comes from the artist. It shouldn't be, they should be able to like it or not like it, but they shouldn't be able to say like something, or, you know, maybe he should scheme less, or he should be more direct, or those punches aren't hitting, you know, as hard. And the whole time I'm hearing Geechi giving him his respect, you know, bigging up the battle, saying how, you know, this is going to be a great battle. But I'm hearing Mook, you know, talk about basically battling a crowd and the audience and their interpretation of things. And I'm just like, the focus, you know, I would think the focus would be more so on, you know, what I got to do, how I got to deliver this material. But if Geechi's only focused on Murder Mook, and Murder Mook is focused on Geechi and the crowd, that's already a distraction that's taking him away from just battling Geechi. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just a little concerned with a couple of the things that I've been hearing from Mook, man. I wanted to know your thoughts.
Let's get a direct thing from Mook here. Actually, it's funny you say that. The clip that I had is the exact same clip. So you and I were thinking the exact same thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Bring the do-rag out. No, let's gotta bring the do-rag out. I got it. Listen, all that matters is this. All I ask is this. Yeah. Let me fight God. I don't want to fight Gotti and everybody. That's all I'm saying.
You know, a lot could be made from that, right? I kind of interpret it a little bit as maybe he doesn't want to fight all the external narratives. He wants to just focus on his opponent, right? And that could be true, but I remember a year ago when he did an interview with Black Compass, who was also on that space. Shouts to Polo, yeah. Which in your do-rag. Murder Mook told Black Compass, and quote, "Rocking a stage is nothing battle rap should be concerned with." And when he said that at that moment, I already knew to expect a not so good performance against Reed Dollars from Being Kind. And as somebody who was live for Murder Mook and Iron and Murder Mook and Reed Dollars, I was there for both those battles. You know, Vlad, I had this bit that I was going to drop on the YouTube. I'm gonna drop it for the pod. Yeah. You know, Murder Mook battled Iron Summer Madness 2, 2012, and that night, John, who was a rookie, outperformed Murder Mook. 9 years later, Murder Mook is battling Reed Dollars as the main event, and a rookie in real name Brandon outperforms Murder Mook.
Yeah, come on, man. I
So,
hear you, but why you got to say that?
Milan Beasley,
Just don't
9 years.
sound right, man. I don't like that.
Hey, but I ain't lied yet.
Listen.
And then 9 years later, I didn't see much of development, and more importantly, as being somebody that was live in attendance for both of those battles, almost a decade apart, I felt exactly the same watching it. You know what I'm saying? And to Mook's defense, he's across the stage from his DVD pioneers. Like that battle with Iron, Loaded Lux Part 2, which is just a better performance, and Reed. Those are people from his era. So they also kind of have to have some contribute to the blame of the battle being lackluster and replay value. But however, you're not in front of none of those guys. You're in front of Geechi Gotti. All right. So Geechi Gotti, unlike those guys, he's not going to beat himself, nor is he going to be lackluster in front of that audience.
Yeah, this is a whole new chessboard, man. This is a whole new panini, France. You know what I mean? Like this is something that he hasn't done.
It's a different falafel.
It's a different falafel word. This is something that he hasn't done before. Okay, so listening to him speak, he sounds like he's saying, I figured it out. You know, I know what I have to give them. But on the other hand, he's still really harping on the fact that people don't understand how to interpret, his stuff. And also that if battle rap wasn't such a hating culture and people would move more in a positive manner, that they would be able to understand the material better. I was like, huh? That was a little confusing to me. I don't know. Maybe I misinterpreted it. Maybe that's some Harlem lingo or something like that. But I'm like, this has nothing to do with the battle, man. The battles are all about, can you say the right things the right way at the right time? You know, and can you make that match up? Versus Tay Rock, it was immaculate. It was perfect. It was everything that we wanted to see and more. Now, the thing is, do you have the format to keep us as entertained as you did on that big stage as you did in that Tay Rock battle? And that's it. And honestly, everyone is going to give Mook a fair chance because, believe it or not, friends, we've seen the big stage performances. Yes, they have been lackluster, but am I interested in seeing what's going to happen when these two battle?
Always.
Absolutely. So am I going to give Mook a fair chance? Yes. And he got trolled by somebody who said, oh, yeah, Murder Mook versus Geechi Gotti. I finally get a chance to go live and boo Mook in person. And I'm like, he just sounded like, you see, these type of people, and I got raps to them. They gotta, come on, they hating already, And I'm just like, Mook, it's a troll. Like the guy is trolling you. You know what I mean? Like, this shouldn't get you that worked up, like the bars, man. And we know that you're crazy with the pen. It's just a matter of who's gonna say the right things the right way at the right time more consistently in this battle. If you can wow me with your pen wizardry more than Geechi can with his street imagery, then you win. If Geechi just happens to be better, then you win. I'm coming in there just expecting to hear bars, man. There's no agenda. You know what I'm saying? And don't let the trolls throw you off. And things like that just make me go, huh?
Right. So for me, I was also intrigued because at one point Geechi Gotti pulled up to the space, right?
Yeah.
And
to try to save it. Like, yo, let's build the interest to this joint. Like, what's going on here?
Geechi's doing the smart thing. He's building up Murder Mook's value. He's praising him.
Yes.
He's giving him all the credit. He's letting people know that this is going to be the best Mook we've ever seen. Geechi knows exactly what he's doing. Genius. But I was intrigued when they started to converse, and Mook told Geechi exactly. I'll play this clip briefly. It's only like a few seconds.
Yeah.
He says that this ain't going to be that long conversation kind of stuff. So let's listen to this real quick. Let's play this clip. Here we go.
I can't hear it, friends.
Can you hear it?
It's mad muffled.
Oh, it is muffled. He kept cutting in and
Oh,
out.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, what's up with your service, B?
no. He kept cutting in and out.
Got you.
But if you didn't hear it clearly, what he basically said was, as far as the personals, this ain't that kind of talk.
Yeah.
Right. So it sounds like to me, he's like, you know what? If they want me to rap and not be drawn out or angled, do all the storytelling, then let me rap. And while I want to say that's what we want from him, if you remember, Vlad, I actually was talking to Titus about this earlier. Shout out to Titus, staff writer at LTBR.
Yes, sir.
We were like, Verb kind of like played like Mook's hand when he was like in their face off. He's like, don't come with no personals, just rap with me. Just rap with me. Just rap.
Yeah.
And if you remember, Mook didn't have that much personals about Verb. Like he was direct and tailored, but he didn't have this whole crazy angle about Verb. And so he went there with the wordplay, the scheming, and some were good, some was a bit cringy, some was a bit reachy, some was outdated. And Verb said, I'm just gonna go straight personal. And it was effective. So now I'm like, hey, you know what? That was a good Mook, or at least one of the better ones we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And while he was good there, a 250 size room is not the same as 1,000+ size room.
Not at all.
And if that wordplay, scheming, and that ability is like something we can expect, that's not enough.
It's oh man, it might get dicey in there, man. It might get dicey in there because we've seen it be tried, and we're just standing there. And then not only that, there's just sometimes bizarre twists that happen, like the 2-1-2 versus T-Top. It was just like, bruh, are you here right now? like, are you in this battle? Do you understand what's going on? Like, they're filming a battle that they want the world to see, and like you're totally messing it up right now, And I'm just hoping like nothing like that happens, and we don't see something like that. Yeah, because then it's just like But on a positive side, though, yes, I am definitely super crazy interested in seeing it. So the job has already been done. No matter what, me being an old head, I will always want to see what Murder Mook will bring to the battle because of the thought of what if Mook actually does it, France? Like, what if he brings that performance on the big stage that we've always been looking for? The final jewel will be in that crown. And he can say, all right, I did it, man. I got one. And that monkey, I'm not saying the monkey is on his back, but that proverbial monkey that the people have thrown on his back could be lifted.
It kind of is a monkey on his back, mostly because it's like, if you look at all of his peers, Rex, Iron, Reed, right,
Yeah.
Even Sirius Jones, everybody he came in the game with is still battling to this day, have at least conquered the stage. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
And when I say when I say it's not a real monkey on his back, it's because in all reality, he's living good. He's got bread.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like his life is good. If he don't win the battle, it's like, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
It's like when we say backup players have pressure, and they're like, it's just a game.
yeah, exactly. To us, we make it like, oh, how could you? And he's like, yo, bro, do you see my life, man? Like, you think I'm really tripping?
Don't get it twisted. This is big risk, big reward. That's what Verb called it.
Right.
And I'll say this: at the end of the day, I feel like Gotti is. This is another notch on his belt, another legend on his plate. And Murder Mook's legacy never changes. Well, I mean, his place in history never changes because we already have him cemented as a logo for an era of battle rap that we all grew up watching.
Yeah.
As far as just how you feel about his modern career, there's some implications there because the only great big stage performance is Loaded Lux. And I'm not going to front. I'm going to give him credit for at least beating Lux the way he did because we've never seen it be done before. Yeah. There's a lot of people that poke holes into it, like that wasn't a natural battle rap crowd. That wasn't a natural battle rap event. Like we didn't really like the content. We didn't like the wordplay. We didn't like the material. And I'm going to scratch all that. I'm going to say at the end of the day, he 30 Loaded Lux. So that's good. That's great.
A win is a win.
Win is a win. But the rest of the stuff outside of that, like it just doesn't hold the ground for a big stage, and especially not on URL.
Right, man. And the lyrics are never, ever, ever the issue. When you sit there and you break it down, it's always like, wow, this is really dope stuff. But it's always how it gets translated, on that big stage. That's the clearest way that I can say it. So I'm just hoping that translation is on point. Man, versus Gotti. Where's this battle going down, friends? Where's it going down at?
So it was announced to go down in Believe. Do you believe?
Oh,
right in Atlanta, November 5th. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Listen, this is just me speculating. This is my ears to the streets. This is me paying attention to the little hints that battle rappers
you
throw.
hear rumblings.
I'm hearing rumblings. Hearing rumblings. You know, I keep hearing Gotti saying, "I want this in New York. I want this in New York. I want this in New York." And you know, when Gotti talked about it on No Studio, and he actually didn't even know where it was at. He was like, "We'll wait till URL announced the venue." So like, I'm like, wait, how do you not know where the venue is? So that's making me wonder: is this venue being changed? And you know, battle is really volatile. Things can change at the drop of a dime within a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And this event being out close to a month, which is a ton of time now in this era.
Yeah,
I can see this venue being switched to maybe New York. And also, one more thing to that. If you remember early this year, Murder Mook, when he went to Chrome 23's first event in February, he said, "Bring it back to New York. I'm here for New York." Like he wants to battle in New York. People want to battle Mook in New York so they can have that ultimate like crown, jewel on their crown.
Yeah,
I can see a world where this gets moved. I'm not saying that it is. I'm not reporting that. I'm just speculating from the way these guys are just keep hinting at New York.
Oh man, that's some extra added pressure, yo. That's some extra added pressure. See, and if in Atlanta, this is a safe battle all around the board. It's like, yeah, man, you know, hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, man, let's do a good job today. Let's get that bread. You know what I'm saying? Let's go back and kick it. Now, if it's moved to somewhere like New York, there's extra on the line now if it's in New York, because, you know, Gotti being the man that he is, and you know, Mook being the man that he is, and if it's in his backyard, there's some extra bark and bite you got to bring to this battle, man.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Verb in these spaces, right? Because shouts to Verb, because this all kind of transpired from his space.
Yeah,
the whole domino effect of all this. And he had an interesting quote where he mentioned Irving Plaza, Gramercy Theater, and Webster Hall.
Yeah.
Right? First, he was like, if you're a battle rapper and if you battle in all three of those places, you have PTSD. which I thought was hilarious. But then he says, you haven't seen battle rap if you haven't been to any of those venues. And, you know, we kind of moved away from battle rap the last 5 years from New York. Gotti has battled and main event in New York against T-Top and Amazura.
Yeah.
He never got a chance to touch Irving Plaza or Gramercy or Webster Hall, which is now back.
Right.
And I can't help but feel like, you know, I'm glad Verb said it. Because if I say it, I'm just a biased media guy from New York.
You're weenie. You're weirdo.
But I do genuinely feel like, you know, like if you haven't put that feather in your cap to say you've rocked any of those venues, like have you really seen the beast?
I mean, but then again, it's not their fault.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not their fault. It's not their fault.
It's not their fault. You can only play where you can play. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not really their fault. But I think Gotti is definitely one who'd be up for it no matter what. You see this man's crowd control.
If there's a flyer for this battle, if it was to get moved and it just says Irving Plaza,
it raises the stakes, yo.
It raises the stakes and the motivation for both of them, because then Mook obviously is back home, right? And Gotti's like, hold up, I get to show y'all what I would have looked like in this form back in, because Irving Plaza brings back 2015, 16,
right,
17
right.
feels. So you're gonna get that feel again.
Gotta go. All right, wait a minute, could I come here with all my Yankee clothes? Could you know what I'm saying? He gonna be Yankee down, man, like in New York. It's gonna be ridiculous. No, it definitely raises the stakes. I tell you what, if you got the battle at like a 7 coming into this, and if they say they change it to New York, your anticipation for this is already at 9.5. Like at that point, like let's get this.
Yeah, I am intrigued at all the battle rappers, Geechi, Verb, Mook, everybody just keep hinting at this stuff. And when Verb was talking about these venues, he was talking about it with Rex, with Easy, and with one more vet. I forgot who's on the line with them. Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
So he talked about it with them, and so he's like, like they just kept talking about this venue with such allure. They kind of like were hanging it over Easy's face because Easy's in the space. So look at this Easy. You never battled here. You never seen what this looks like. and so it just made me wonder, like, are we going there? Is it possible we can see ourselves there this year?
Yo, man, if I hear Beasley's voice and he says back in New York, yo, it's gonna be crazy, man.
A few more quotes about Geechi and Mook, and we can move on to some of the other topics we have for the week. Interestingly, Surf got a chance to speak on just battling on the stage, right? He got a chance to talk to Hip Hop Is Real and said Mook's never rocked the stage. But then he kind of breaks down why he feels like his style didn't work, and he compared it to the JC battle. He says, the one thing I realized with my battle against JC, it's not fun when people can't match your energy. Grudge matches turn into too much of a conversation, and people go straight into a convo angle, and it slows down the pace. In reality, you're supposed to be punching out those angles while you're rapping them in between, because people still want to see a fight. Don't slow down the show.
He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. People still want to hear punches while you're angling or talking to somebody. Other than that, it just becomes one big long soliloquy. When did he hold on? When did he talk to them?
This they dropped the video. You know, they always
they could have talked to him whenever.
They talked to him a while ago probably, and
right.
Hip Hop Is Real does. They do a nice hour interview and make every 10 minutes, every 5 to 10 minutes a segment. Smart of them.
Hip hop is really making some money.
And now that we're actually on that, salute to Surf, right? I hope all is well. He did make a brand new Twitter account, and it's called Ghost of Tsunami, and he was on a Twitter space recently with Cole from Black Compass, and I got a chance to talk to Surf a little bit. You know what I mean? I hope he's doing well, because some of the stuff that I've seen on his Twitter had me a little like, hope he's all right. You know what I'm saying? We've seen some of the stuff in the news. Shout out to Vada Fly. Surf gave Vada Fly the story. So if you want, go ahead and check Vada Fly's blog out so you can get all the detail. That's exactly what's going on there. It's a RICO case regarding
well, what is I haven't seen it. What's going on? Fill me in. Pause.
All right, man. So it's let me make sure we can get the full information. That's why I plugged the blog. I don't want to butcher any of this, you know what I'm saying? It's a serious manner. It's a serious manner. But I looked up the operation. So it's a rodeo. It's just like rodeo. It's labeled rodeo, right? And it's a RICO for a bunch of gang members from Jersey.
South Jersey. I saw that one.
South Jersey.
Yeah.
So they probably feel, Surf is tied to it, and that's pretty much what's going on there. He's not in jail. He's out, but he did say he did have some real cryptic tweets, Surf, from his new Twitter page. I'm trying to pull this up for you so I can read it, because just it makes me nervous to read these things. You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
He says,
now you said he's not in jail. Did he ever go to jail during this time? Because I saw Tay-Rock with Free Surf and other people with Free Surf. And, I pop in every once in a while, but I'm not hanging out too much, seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
But
he's not in jail, but I know everybody's like, so why are you saying free him? And it's bigger. It's bigger. Just because you're not in jail doesn't mean you're not facing something that can lead you to it. You're not facing something very severe, and plus that's boggled in your mind. So like, the free part is so much of like your mentality and hoping well for you. You know what I'm saying? Here's something Surf tweeted out. If I never battle again, which is a reality I'm living in now, and if I never battle again, I'm very happy with the way things turned out. I can't even act like I felt like my story would turn out like this. One of these days, I owe my fans and a few people an apology. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, still leaves a foot in, and that foot can cost you an arm and a leg.
Man. Oh, man.
Then he tweets out, my head is high every day, win, lose, or draw. And then this is the last thing here. If you know me in any capacity, whether through my music or real life, then you know my sense of humor. I ain't got to say shit is real, and it's probably over for me. That there is my reality.
Wow. Oh, man.
Yeah, they got a chance to talk to him on Friday. Then I'm sending him a message. I'm sending to let him know that I hope all is well. His phone is off. His phone
did he
is
get
off.
A chance to respond? Oh, no.
Nah, he didn't get a chance to respond, and I haven't seen him since then. Probably jump on the Twitter space to get it, maybe his mind clear a bit, and just talk some battle rap to get away from all that he was thinking about. But
throw some stats at him. That boy loves some stats, boy.
Yeah.
So shout out to Surf, man. That's a very hearing you read that is very somber. You know what I mean? Like, I know him as a battle rapper. I don't know him as a person. From from what I've known of him as a person, I've seen, he's a decent dude as far as like, his off screen, I mean, like he's actually just a regular cool cat. You see him, he'll say what's up to you, all that, but on the flip side, these dudes do come from a certain background, and sometimes things, have a way of catching up to you. And you never know what someone is into, you know what I'm saying? So I just hope that for his sake, I hope that he's all right, and I hope that, he's able to find a way to make the best of the situation. He has a talent and that people love, and he has a way to provide for himself and his family that, he doesn't, need anything outside of rap to provide for his family. So you would hate to see someone with that talent not be able to use it. So I hope the best for him and his situation, and may he be able to do his thing, which is be a father and a son and provide for his man. So salute to Surf.
Big salute to Surf. I hope all is well with him, and I hope he gets through whatever is going on that side of the world. You know what I'm saying? Not just because we want to see you battle, but because we enjoy the energy you bring to the culture. You as a person, you know what I'm saying? The show does not go on without Sue Surf on the stage and off the stage. You know what I'm saying? And the way like people gravitate towards him when he's around, the energy he gives, the way he gets back to fans. Like I've seen him buy a fan a camera so they can get the photography stuff started. I've seen him pay for somebody to come to Summer Madness for their first battle rap event ever. Brand new fan. And the list goes on of all the charitable things he's done for people that support him and love and want to watch him live, let alone the people that just are just fans of the culture, tapping into spaces. Whole nine, you know what I'm saying? So hope all is well with him on that side of the world, man.
Yeah, man. And we'll keep you posted on any further developments. And hopefully there are no further developments. I would love to not ever talk about this situation again and him just be able to do what he wants to do in life. So hopefully we don't get to speak about this again. I'm going to put that into the universe.
I like that, man. I like that. Positive prayers for him, positive energy.
Sir.
It almost actually overshadowed some of the more important things that happened this week that was positive for battle rap.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got
there's positive things that happen for battle rap.
It happens. It happens from time to time, depending who you ask, because they might find a way to spin it. But
we got some spinners in battle rap. Pause, yo.
We gonna talk about it. All right.
Are we? Oh man, too mean to stream.
We'll give it a little light. But the two all-time greats decided to touch that BET stage at the Hip Hop Awards.
Oh yeah.
My man DNA, my man K Shine had a light work battle. It was a 1 round 90-second battle. It went down on the BET Awards. And listen, man, TV DNA is undefeated.
Yeah, I love DNA is the ultimate team player. Yo, he goes, "Oh, you guys need talent for the BET stage? Sure, I got just the right guy for you, K-Shine." There's a $25,000 quote unquote prize on the line. How about you and I both get 12.5 a piece? Expand the brand, throw the X up, not get dusty up there and keep it moving. And the dudes went up there and got that bag, man. Like it's like I'm watching the battle and I'm just laughing, going, this dude DNA knows how to get to every single bag and every platform and every format. He's leaving no stone unturned, yo.
Listen, man, I saw the battle and DNA went first, and I just like, oh, there's nothing you can do. He's just current event here, current event there, current event here, celebrities in the crowd over here.
Yo, K-Shine is lucky this wasn't a real URL battle. Yo, they would have killed him. All that talk of, oh my God, this is the shine we've been waiting for versus Real Sick. Oh my God. They would have been like, wow, man, he's back to being a bum. Battle rap is so fickle, but even though his bars were good, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, even his battle versus Easy, he was good, which I love Easy so much that, Shine wasn't good. He was just regular, but he was damn good, man. People tripping.
Listen, Shine had a Tristan Thompson bar that dropped the jaws of all the ladies in the arena for the BET Hip Hop Awards. And while I was watching it, it just hit me. I was like, you know what? Like, if this is like a little bit of like what this would look like commercialized, I can accept it because there is a real degree of difficulty in not only constructing a round within a certain time limit, but also constructing a round for an audience that doesn't know your content. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
absolutely.
And making this universal and finding ways to connect with all these people that are in the crowd that are celebrities and media and et cetera. And I feel like that kind of gets underappreciated when people see this. They're like, "Oh, this is watered down. This isn't a real battle." It's like, actually, no, this is a very real battle. You're battling on fucking television, and you're battling in front of people that've never seen you before. And you have to find a way to adapt. What more of a real battle situation is that?
Nah, and it was definitely like sneaky bars in there too that DNA had also, but you definitely could see the obvious ones coming from a mile away.
Oh yeah,
and I love them. I'm like, here we go, boom, here we go,
here comes the genuine bar.
Here we go, boom, genuine. Here we go, boom. But yo, I love how K-Shine went overtime, and they're like, time. He's like, what? Potato, tomato, tomato. Mahalo, I was like, time. Give the money to DNA. Time.
Somebody I seen tweets like, "Oh, this is watered down. This is bad for the culture." I'm like, do you expect these guys to say no to $12,000 for 90 seconds on television?
Yo, man, honestly, man, it was entertaining. I was entertained. I was entertained. And not only that, the whole BET Awards. I was actually, friends, I actually watched the award show.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty. I watched it because of battle rap. So think about that. Battle rap got me to watch the BET Awards. Like if DNA and K-Shine wasn't on it, then I probably wouldn't have tuned in because you and I are sitting there texting back and forth as it's on live and stuff. So other than that, I might not have tuned in, but I tuned in and it was dope, man. Fat Joe up there looking crazy, like, you know, and the loud performance was dope, man. Wu-Tang came out there and the RZA and all them dudes, like. It was nuts, man. I definitely had a good time watching it. And it's like, yo, this is where battle rap should be in like 20, 30 years where we have, you know, big network productions and we can look back in the days and see the guys like Hitman and see all these guys in their early forms and, you know, they got their grays and they're being presented with this stuff. This is what we should be striving for. So I get it. If it goes commercial, yeah, you're going to lose some of the complexity, but we gotta advance, but there'll always be a place for that complex stuff. Like just like with regular hip hop, you have to go and find it, you know? And not only that, battle rap is still all Black owned. So if we want to push whatever we want to push, we can push it. There's no white man telling us we have to do this or cannot do that. You know what I mean? As far as the companies that are owned, you know what I'm saying? So you can do whatever you want to. So, you know, let's be careful what we push and let's get it out there. Let's continue to grow this thing.
I mean, if for the fans that been around for 2 decades, right? You and I, you're a little older than me, so you remember the 2000s earlier before the DVDs really popped off. Battle rap was all on television.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Blaze battles, the battles on TV, MTV. People like Marvin Quest, their legacies are made because of what they did on TV before the DVD days came out. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If you're battling on TV, which is very high stakes, right? Very intimidating, more than likely your content has to be condensed for it to fit in the TV block of the show that you're doing, right? That's how television works. And so when I see like fast forward Total Slaughter, they did 90-second rounds, Hitman Holla and Bags and Bodies, which is going to be on Coast to Rain TV. Those rounds are supposed to be 90 seconds. You know what I mean? Remy Ma's going towards 90 seconds. Light work battles are 90-second rounds, and the full light work battles 10 minutes. Like we have to find a way to transfer the content to be digestible if we wanted to grow and have a bigger audience, because it's like, I can't send somebody a link of a 45 to 50-minute battle. They're going to be extremely overwhelmed. They're going to just see the time limit of the link I'm sending them and be stressed out. You know what I'm saying? But if I send somebody a 10-minute battle, a 5-minute battle, they'll click it. And can you get everything you want, that feel from 5-10 minutes? Maybe, maybe not. But what you can get from it is an opportunity to open bigger doors where the content doesn't pigeonhole itself. You feel me?
And I think if you're a veteran fan, you have to just adjust your ears. You know what you're tuning into. If you're tuning in to watch DNA versus K-Shine battle for 90 seconds on BET, you know what you're going to get. So tune your ears in for that and just enjoy the show. Like certain things are just meant for that. But it was a fun time, man, watching those dudes get up there and expand the brand. Good look.
I want to say this for DNA. If you do this again in the near future and your opponent is not Charlie Clips, somebody that can really challenge you in that format, it ain't real, right? So I'm gonna make the challenge for DNA, and I'll send him this clip. I'll text him too.
You think he was cherry picking?
Nah, I didn't say all that. I didn't say all that.
Hold on. I did not say that you said that. I asked you a question. Don't twist my words. Don't do the white man tricks on me, brother. Like, I did not say that. Hey, I asked you a question.
You should have left it alone. Should never asked it.
See how you try to turn it? You're like, yo, man, this dude ain't been here for like 2 years. I'm gonna say he said this.
DNA was him.
Nah. You see that DNA? You see my own bro trying to set me up.
In all seriousness, DNA and Charlie Clips in that format is a real challenge, and I don't know who would win.
I mean, they did kind of sort of fake real, kind of real, not so fake, but kind of fake battle in the Kaya's basement. Remember that?
I remember that.
DNA was going in, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Nakaya's basement into BET Awards.
No, I hear you, but what I'm saying is that Charlie Clips, if they do battle, he might be clipped up for DNA. Because you know, in the back of his mind, he remembers that joint. You know what I'm saying? So,
and if there's anybody that can flip current event bars and use as much celebrities as possible and freestyle just as good as you, is that guy.
And Clips got a little more charm to him. You know what I'm saying? He is a little bit more charismatic, whereas, people like to like Clips. You know what I mean? DNA, he has a lot of supporters, but there are the detractors. We know that. Like, we're not going to act like there aren't any. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are more than Clips has. Let's put it that way. All right. If he has 3 detractors, Clips has 2. All right. So we know what comes with that. So that is a fight. But I know they're brothers and this and that. But
DNA Shiner brothers. DNA T-Top brothers.
Viacom come around with that right check. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen.
I can see Clips now. Now, my niece is a wonderful kid. DNA, like, what?
I want Charlie Clips and DNA for the future on the next BET Hip Hop Awards. That's my campaign. I'm here for it.
Yeah, and not only that, Clips is on Wildin' Out. He is essentially, Clips should be in that audience just sitting there watching. You know what I mean? Also, because he is on a lot of these people's level, if not, quote unquote, higher level. So to have him participating in a battle there is a good representation of, hey, this is a guy who's on our side as far as quote unquote, celebrity, TV personality, TV talent. And then you have DNA who's, full-time battle rapper, along with all the other things that he's got going on. So it makes for a good matchup.
Well said. And, now that we're speaking about light work, we could transition to the light work battle that was streamed this week.
Talk about it.
Kid Chaos versus First Lady Flamez went down this Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday. They got a light work battle being aired, and the Caffeine Fan Vote picks a winner. An extra $5,000 goes to the winner. Salute to Kid Chaos, who won the battle on the Caffeine Fan Votes.
To each individual battle, there's a $5,000 bonus for each battle?
Yep. Every light work battle.
Wow.
Kid Chaos won the fan vote a little over 70%. I think like 73 to 27.
Jeez.
71-29. Like, he went kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I was doing some family time, missed the battle. But I do want to say I would like to see some more promotion, because if I would remember, then I would make some time to watch it. But URL, let's put some more promotion into this joint.
Yeah, I feel like this is the second time we've said this. Like if you know which one you're gonna air, say it out early. Let us know so that we can LTBR and use it, and the battle rappers can be like, "Hey, get ready, my battle's coming up this week." You know what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying, man.
But I feel like they don't. I feel like they don't find out about their battle till like I mean,
that afternoon.
They probably know. They probably just don't take. All I'm saying is, if you know what's gonna happen Saturday 5 p.m.,
let us know as early as possible, please.
I think we do have. Let me see if I have any clips from Chaos here, man, because Chaos definitely took a clip himself, and I want to play a clip because he was very, very, very condensed in 90 seconds. Oh, here we go.
I knew I'd be sent to hell for burning flames. Eve, following the words of snakes on God. Woman, that was your first mistake. Because I heard some things, and all I gotta do is throw salt to put flames out. I guess we gotta cook safe now, because you got 4 eyes, but them 2 in the back can get the handle twist, depending on how the look pan out. Oh, I sense a frown. I guess you aren't familiar with the kitchen. I guess it's been a while. Well, I'm whipping now. So if I see too much fire in your eyes, I'm going to twist it down, like simmer down. See what this boils down to? Is you think this is a game to me, fool. But it's like giving your sibling an unplugged controller. I know you ain't making no move, but you want to stay in this room. So I know you only pushing them buttons because you think that I'm playing with you. But you can bet that I ain't Dr. Miami. Ain't no setbacks. So like a BBL that went bad, I'm dead ass. Forget lying. Got a Geechi hell. Need the 223 shell. Boo-hoo, we hell. Do she fell. Too smooth. And everybody gonna hear about when Chris went do E-sell. And in the event, we catch your ass on cam like new she nailed. Is that the trip you wanted? Big explosion. Kick back, pull me to the side like, can I get a moment? Split you open, but the release come from a place that you didn't notice. It's like seeing if a shirt will fit your shoulders. You don't even know how this shit look until it's lifted on you. Oh, you like it?
Hey, look, that's the benefit of a light work round. You can play it on air like that. We heard around.
Word. Yeah.
He was condensed there, Vlad. He got straight to it.
It was definitely more condensed than his usual rounds. I heard the recap you guys did, man. You guys definitely were very, very amped. He came on. He was very victorious. I got to see the whole battle. I need to see the visuals and everything that went down with it. But there was a couple schemes in there that I did like. I mean, the dead ass one. I don't know about that one, brother.
The room loved it. You heard the room.
Woo! Yo, there's a bunch of horn dogs in there. You say ass, they're just like, oh.
I think what I was really blown away by is that like we've critiqued him for like probably getting to the punch or using a lot of words. Yeah. And that Cortez said the best. That room is great for rappers. And one thing about Cass is he kind of bends like the paradigm of like being able to rhyme. Like he rhymes words to like you read it on paper, you're like, wait, this doesn't rhyme, or like where's the part of it to rhyme? And he's able to just flow through it and say so much. Like, so even in that 90 seconds, like when he's scheming, talking about 4 eyes, back pending, the way this pans out, like he's able to say so much in that time span. And in First Lady Flame's first round, she brought a bar back, like the beginning of a setup bar. Yeah. And it cost her like 4 seconds. And I'm like, damn, like bringing back a bar in this format is like, it hurts. And being able to pack as much as you can, it really helps.
Oh yeah. Now I got to check this battle out. I want to see it and see what it's all about. But it sounds like it was an exciting battle. KKI's victorious. Y'all go check that out on the URL TV app.
Yeah, man. KKI's did pull up on the Twitter space where we were recapping the battle. And he says he wants to battle Averb on light work. But to be fair, Averb was the one that called him out first. Averb put the challenge out via Twitter.
What we doing?
He put the challenge out via Twitter. Kid Chaos respond. Verb didn't respond back for like maybe 3-4 for like about a week. This is a week ago.
Okay.
You know, the light work battles happened earlier in September. Yeah. And so we put the quote out, and the very next day, Averb tweets, "Heard you looking for me, youngin." I'm like, oh, I wonder how you heard.
You're like, oh, just little LTBR. Verb just scrolling. Oh, this young punk wants smoke.
All right. Fire it up, then.
Man, what I got going on, man? The white man's holiday coming up, man. Let me get some of that chicken, man. Come on, man. Well, y'all eating turkey, man? I mean, get that 2 turkey jerky, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Chaos versus
Hey, friends. Hey, man. Hey, you ever had a Thanksgiving, had 2 bad bitches serving you macaroni and cheese on the side? Where they put candy yams on their nipples?
Hey, Verb was recently calling me out recently. Like they were talking about.
Oh, what'd he say? What'd he say?
Him and 3 Letter Man were talking about his battle against Swave Sever.
Yeah.
Swave Sever was critiquing one of Verb's performances. He was like, "You was like out of 7," and Verb told Swave Sever, "I beat you at a 7. Like that's not a 7 because that's a 7. I could beat you at it." And so they're going back and forth, and 3 Letter Man's talking to Verb about it, and then Verb is just like. Was like, oh, was France there? Was France in the building for the first battle? And 3 Letter Man was like, he probably was. And he was like, well, did you see how I socked him up the first time, France? Hey, France. Did you see what I did? You saw what I did to your boy, France? Huh? I'm like, he ain't my boy. I didn't say anything. I'm the listeners. I didn't say anything. I'm just here. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Turn up. Oh my gosh, man. That's crazy, B.
Hilarious, man.
You gotta love it, man. Verb's still Captain Marketable, man, after all these years.
Nah, yeah, Verb's a clown, man. But
yo, I gotta ask you, what's been your favorite event to attend, man, in the last since I bounced?
So 2020 to now, right?
Yeah, to attend in person. Because you've seen a lot. You saw Mook and them. You saw Mook and Rock.
Saw Mook and Rock.
You did the Drake event.
Did the Drake event. I saw Hitman and Calico. Damn, I did a lot of good.
Max Out too.
Yeah.
Hold on. Were you there for I signed your Spalding.
Nah, Titus was there for that one.
Oh, that was a legendary moment, man.
I was there for Ace and John. Yeah, I've been to Son of Manus 11, Easy and Chess, of course. There's a lot of battles I've been to. I think one of my favorite events since then might probably be the Drake card, because the whole weekend was just special, right? Like we got to go to Chris Brown's house that Friday. Like that was nuts. Like yeah, that weekend was a whole experience. It's just like the details of like getting there, right? Because like at first it's like I was like, all right, we gotta transport everybody carefully to this place because we're taking everybody to Chris Brown's house. Meaning, if we just share the address with everybody, right? Everybody's gonna have Chris Brown's address. And it's like, yeah, that's true. You can't just tell everybody. So they're telling like groups of rappers at a time. So they're like, all right, you 5, you know the address. Take these 5, 10 people with you and just take them there. You know what I'm saying? It's going one by one. And I'm just starting to see everybody slowly dip out, and nobody really want to share any information. I'm just like, yo, am I gonna go?
Don't leave me.
I'm like,
yo, JB, I helped you pack everything up. Come on, man. Come on, JB. Come on, man.
Am I valid enough? Am I top tier media in this game?
Don't do this to me, man.
Am I important? Like,
how come he don't want me, man?
You know, everybody busting out of like the face-offs with that like mysterious shoulder energy. Like, don't ask me where I'm going. I can't tell you. Like, and so eventually, I just finally, get the call directly from URL. Like, yo, here we go. Okay, you by yourself? I'm like, yeah, come on up. Take the Uber to motherfucking the hills. Pull up to the gate. And they're like, what's your name? I'm just like, my name's France. Who are you? Like, let's talk about rap media. Show them the shirt. Like, all right, let him in. Yeah.
Could have been anybody, son. Chris Brown got some great security, man.
Now there's 2 layers of security though, because there's a hill to get to his house. So there's the first security at the bottom of the hill, and then there's the second set of security at the top. Be like, all right, you got past that, but before you get past us, we got to double verify.
Yo, does he have like the monsters, like the 6'7" fools, like standing by the door and all that stuff? Like,
he got the buff guys. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, man!
He got the buff guys that look like you lose every arm wrestle match to them, like
strapped up.
Yeah, I mean, but so there's 2 layers of security to get in there, and then there's also security, obviously, in the spot. Once you walk in, there's like a pool party going. There was some up and coming R&B singer there that I knew. There, just chilling a whole bunch of girls. Everybody's in the basketball courts. JB at the corner of the courts with his camera equipment. Somebody's there DJing, playing all the songs, and I'm just
like, JB could never have any fun, man.
Never.
Like, he got to unpack all this equipment, pack up all this equipment. Everybody like, all right, man, I'll catch you later, man. Yeah, man. And he's just there. So salute to JB, man, the unsung hero of all this.
Yeah, that's why I make it my goal after every event. Like I'm waiting for him to finish unboxing, unpacking, and I'm breaking everything down, finishing the show, and we getting some motherfucking dinner. You know
JB, man, JB, brother, I hope when you get back home after these events that you get some world-class treatment. You know what I'm saying, my brother? You know what I mean? What's understood ain't gots to be said. You know what I'm talking about?
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just a creative director. That's all.
Yeah, you better be directing creatively when you get back to the crib. You know what I mean? Carrying all that equipment, bro.
He was extremely excited to hear the pod is back and wants to be our guest, so he might be our first guest back.
Oh yeah, anytime, man, anytime, bro.
Yeah. So overall,
yo, man, salute to JB. Matter of fact, man, salute to everybody. You know, I know I'm back on. This is the third week, but I have not jumped on Twitter. I have jumped on, you know, sparingly here and there, and I have seen some messages and all that. And yo, it was crazy. It was overwhelming. I was like, I had to shut that joint down. Like, this joint looked crazy. But salute to everyone, man. You know, all the day ones. I mean, Parliament, you know, Whirling, you know, my man Barry, everybody. There's too many people to name, you know what I'm saying? And salute to all the media cats, Jay Black Compass, man. Seeing everybody saluting and welcome me back. I will be back on Twitter at some point, but I'm still taking it easy on that one. But I do see the love, man, and IG. I do see the love. Shout out to Ben Swayze, my main man, everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to salute everyone, man. It's good to be back. I'm still getting my legs back and all that, but I will be in playoff form soon, man. But I do see everyone, and I thank y'all, man.
Yeah, man. I love the love the pod is getting. Everybody missed the Degenerates of a Monday drop. They get a chance to hear it for work. Feels good, man. Feels good to be back. We got some new artwork too.
Salute to Bum Nitty, man. Yo, my man came through with a fresh art piece, man. So if y'all haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to whatever platform you're listening to this on, and yeah, check out the new artwork. Salute to Bum Nitty, one of the best in the culture when it comes to this. Oh man, I feel honored that he was able to design the new logo for us, man. It's fire, yo.
The new artwork is amazing, and I'll say this, man. Overall, to just close up your question, and we'll close off with the last topic for the pod. I think that weekend was the best weekend I've been to. Chris Brown's house and then the Drake event. I actually got to meet Drake and speak to him very briefly. Could not get a photo with him, unfortunately. His bodyguard would not allow it. And the very next day, I got rolled. And the very next day,
hey, you ain't have breasts. That's why.
RX got a photo. I couldn't get.
Well, she got. You know what I'm saying?
But I did get a selfie while somebody else was getting a photo.
Hold on. You photo bombed yourself into a Drake picture?
Hey, it was just Don DeMarco. Is it valid? It's Don DeMarco and Drake getting a photo, and I selfie. And I took a selfie with Don and Drake. Like, that counts, right? That counts? Does it count? No?
That don't count, bro. That's weirdo activity, man.
Come on, man.
Yo. Let me see this picture with this other man right here, yo. Let me see this picture right here. Click. Can't do that, man.
Hey, look,
you gotta take a real picture. It was nothing, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Come on, bro.
It's better than recording him and not being in it.
I mean, it's almost the same activity, man. I'm gonna record myself being in the recording of him. Come on, bro.
So that's it. The only photo in the world where Drake and me are in is doesn't count. Got it.
I mean, listen, man. If you want to hang it up on your wall, you know. Hey,
I never shared it. I just wanted it for my own.
Listen, at least you had enough sense not to share a picture where you photobombed yourself into two other people's pictures. You know what I'm saying? They're probably, yo, look at Wasteman's over here trying to photobomb our picture, bro. Come on, man. Hey. Yo, bro, let's go get some poutine after this. Yeah, wind up on some tings, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, man. T.A.
And the following day after the Drake event, I got row 2 tickets to the Lakers game.
Oh, yeah. Yo, that's crazy. So Drake and Chris Brown back-to-back days had something to do with the URL event. Two dudes that used to be going crazy at one another. And now it's like, look at this. They shared a whole battle rap weekend.
And then I got to go to one of the last games of Staples Center before it became the Crypto Arena, and Westbrook couldn't hit anything but the side of the backboard.
Oh man, let's not even talk about that. Yeah. We've had a good pod so far, man.
I'll leave it alone. Oh, Drake was also. Oh, one last fun story. Drake was at that game as well.
Oh, all right, okay.
Yeah, so he came to the game.
Did you photobomb another picture?
No, but I got a good video of him. I got a really funny video of him. You're gonna like this though.
Hold on. So you just videotaped him just without his permission, just sitting here taping him.
But listen to the videotape. All right?
Okay, all right.
He's leaving the arena, right? And he's about to like walk through, the area where the players walk through. And people are like hanging over it, like, hey, sign this, sign my jersey, sign my whatever.
Yeah.
He's doing autographs for people's like jerseys. And then somebody passes him a chancleta, a fucking sandal. And then they ask him to sign the sandal. And he's like looking at the sandal confused, but he signs it and he gives it back very confused. And I have the video of him signing a sandal.
Yo, that ain't the most Dominican thing ever, yo. He's taking his champagne poppy thing too far, man. Hey, my friend, I know sign your chancleta, my friend. Dígame, listen, papi, I don't sign that. Only one, not two, only one.
I try to give it like Bleacher Report, like, hey, y'all want this video of Drake signing the sandal?
You just as bad as the dude at the Warriors place, man. I got the video with Draymond. Yeah, he punching Jordan Poole. Yeah. I'll give it to you 200 you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All that says to me is that brother was underpaid and rent is very expensive in the Bay Area. That's what it tells me.
How much do you think he could have possibly gotten for that?
Probably 10.
No, it's got to be more than 10, dog. Are you crazy?
I mean,
Did you see how that connected?
There was a report. I don't know. No one knows the accurate number, but there was a report that somebody saying, let me get the actual page from the Rap page, the Rap Media page, had a TMZ reports up to $10,000 to $20,000 for this video.
That's not enough.
It's not enough, right?
That's going to be done like ASAP.
Ballsack Sports tweeted out the person.
Oh, them dudes. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
They're like, the person that sold the video sold it for 2.6 mil. And everybody's like, I would have did it too. And it's like, guys, this is coming from Ballsack Sport. Like, just
how do they keep on getting people, man? Come on, bro.
They keep on getting people because the power of social media and using a graphic for timely information has been able to hypnotize people into believing it's real.
Sounds very familiar.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a better media outlet like that. I don't know.
I see these tricks. Yo, but that's crazy. Yo, you see, people only care when they can see the visual of what happened. If there was only a report that Draymond and Jordan got into a confrontation, it would have been like, oh, whatever, that happens all the time. But the fact that we saw how vicious that punch was, now it's a whole new ball game. Just like with Ray Rice, it would have been like, oh, Ray Rice, he's going into anger therapy and he'll be back. But once they saw what happened on the elevator, it was like, oh, ban him for life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll never work in this town again, bucko. So it's like, this is it. Once the video drops, it's bad, man. People only care about what they see, and it's sad. But this happens all the time, man. This is sports. These are the most alpha of the alphas, and things are going to happen like that. And a lot of times they work it out behind the scenes. You got Steve Kerr and Michael Jordan. People love Michael Jordan, but if they would have saw him connecting to that chin of that 6'2" white man, I'm telling you, the sales of them shoes, all right, maybe they wouldn't have dropped, but he definitely would have had to like apologize. Yeah, he would have had to say something. You know what I mean? But the fact that we never got to saw it, it gets to be, you see, man, Mike just wanted everybody to be better. Mike is like, that's how I play the game. You don't like how I play the game? I don't play the game. Cut.
Look, man, we shout out to our NBA friend. He told us, this happens all the time behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So it's just the fact that we got the chance to see it. and it looked so vicious. Like that wasn't no regular punch. That was I've been waiting to punch you punch.
It looked crazy.
That was a full force. One of my legs in the air because of how much force I threw this punch.
He
Like,
gave him a Superman punch, yo. This is straight up like some UFC stuff, man.
he gave him I'm gonna lose my balance throwing this punch.
Nah, I'm gonna lose my check throwing this punch. Man said, yeah, everybody, I'm gonna have to step away from the team for a little bit because I gotta get some things together, and it was bad. I apologize. I'm gonna heal and swim in my pool, make some mistakes, and because we all make mistakes, and like Murder Mook said, I made him a mistake. So yeah, I'll be back, y'all. Check out my podcast. I'm like, come on, dog.
The jokes was flying left and right. I put a clip of Maffindale saying this is Draymond and Jordan Poole.
Oh no, you know what would have been crazy? Bet that seatbelt ain't buckle, but his legs did.
Oh man!
Oh man!
You gotta take advantage of those opportunities. Everybody's like, "Oh, I can't hit my coworker," and it's like, "Yeah, well, your office job ain't the same as a professional athlete's job, all right?" And I'm pretty sure you want to hit them, you just can't.
Yo, it's crazy. All right, friends, like think about this. It's one thing to get hit, and your teammates see it and all that stuff. You're embarrassed. You want some get back. It's one thing. They crack jokes on you. Maybe it gets to you. But by the time you leave the teammates, maybe you're still boiling inside, but you can forget about it. When the whole world and 6-year-olds are creating memes about you and it's not stopping, there's nowhere for you to hide because Jordan Poole is younger than you. So his phone is like part of him. You know what I'm saying? Like it's embedded in his skin. So he's seeing all of this and it's like, damn, son. Like you gotta face all that, and it's one thing to not be able to get any get back, and no one else knows about it. But it's another thing to not get any get back, and the whole world knows about it, and you now have to be a bigger man and just say, "Okay, I gotta eat this one," and try to be the best teammate you can to focus and get that bag still. Like that's a tough position to be in. Pause.
All the baddies were watching. I'm sorry, Jordan.
Oh man, son. All the strippers got to the locker room after they wiped off the pole. Yo, you see him punch him? Oh my God. Like when the Warriors walk into the strip club now, he's gonna be looked at crazy, son. Crazy. When the baddies are making memes and laughing about you, it's bad, bro. But he's got hundreds of millions of dollars coming to him. I'm sure he will be just fine. Jordan Poole, keep on getting that bread. Keep on, irritating these dudes and antagonizing them and doing what you need to do to get that paper, man. This too shall pass. Somebody else will do something stupid and we soon will forget about you.
Yeah, once the season gets started, you know what I'm saying, we'll go into some basketball. But in the meantime,
we almost forgot about Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? It's almost over. Like that. I mean, it took some time. It was the biggest story in the world for a hot second, but now it's done. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Oh man.
Well, I think the last topic we have for the pod, we got a tweet that we put.
We got more.
Last one.
Oh, you got to read some of these comments, bro.
Oh yeah. So every once a year, we always tweet out, "Hey, Battle Rap Twitter, who's the best battle rapper on the planet right now? Let's hear your thoughts." Right. And last year we did it, and I got about maybe 132 responses, maybe close to 200 actually.
Okay.
This year, bro, the tweet got almost 500 responses.
Damn.
People really, really wanted to let us know who they think the best battle rapper is in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, shout out to the guy who just responded to this right now. I'm sure you've glad on camera. Some guy responded to the tweet.
Oh,
and said,
F you.
He said, F you. I'm like, who are you?
Oh,
Why are you Why are you mad at me?
Salute to him, but yo, and salute to him, but yo, and salute to the troll caller that called on the roulette show, man. France, you know you made it when you got trolls calling the show, son. I loved it. The alien called it singing. I took the walk to Portland.
I love when the troll. I like the trolls. I like the trolls.
Son, you don't have a successful show if you don't have any trolls, yo. I took the walk to Portland. It's all you freak balls out there. That was my massage gun, all right? Before y'all start cracking jokes.
All right, man. So I can't obviously read 500 responses, but I'm gonna go through a handful of these. We got some Nitty, we got some tape. Should I read names of people or just names, right?
Go ahead. Yeah, just the names.
All right, so we got some Surf, we got a Rock, we got a Nitty, another bill collector, an Easy to Block captain, a Sue Surf, a Daylight, an Easy to Block captain. Somebody said Swamp, but they photoshopped them into a raccoon. This is great. A Ward, Hitman Holla, Rum Nitty. You know the answer. It's Rum Nitty. Another
wow.
Rum Nitty, Shotgun Shug.
That's a lot of Rum Nitty, son.
Geechi Gotti, Sue Surf, Rum Nitty, Rock, Rum Nitty, Surf, A Ward, Calico. Now, here's where it gets interesting, right? I'm just reading names from the responses. I'm scrolling. Now, a lot of battlers chimed in on this as well.
Oh, okay.
Geechi Gotti, Red Flag, Daylight, Jazz the Rapper.
Who'd they have?
They all had the same person. That's why I'm just reading their names.
Who, Rum?
They all said Rum Nitty. Jazz, I said Jazz, right? Danny Myers, Elijah Strait, a lot of battle rappers, man. There's so much more because I can't.
Right, yeah.
But every single battle rapper all said Rum Nitty.
Wow. Now, see, I would love, being that it was Twitter, people can't really break down, the nuances of their answers. So I do understand that. I would like to know why they have Nitty as their number one. So, when we speak to them here and there, we'll ask them and figure out why. Maybe we'll make a compilation of why Nitty is the best to them.
I'm intrigued that all the battle rappers have the same pick.
A lot of A-Wards in there too, man.
Saint, also another battle rapper that responded, pick Nitty.
And salute to A-Ward and Loso. I see them out there on their tour, the autumn tour. In France, I've seen them out there in the club. You know what I'm saying? A-Ward, Loso. Y'all boys be careful out there, you hear? Y'all out of town every weekend, yeah? I know y'all boys' faith is strong. There's a lot of temptation out there, yeah? So y'all be careful, man. I'm seeing y'all dancing, getting looser and looser. Listen, man, I don't want to hear any stories of y'all backsliding, all right? Next thing you know, OTFMZ gonna be like, A-Ward and Loso have girl and spit roast. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? I will tell you this though, man. Y'all will be written in battle rap history. Yo. Y'all will have a story that will follow you forever. I'm just kidding, but y'all boys be careful out there, man. I see y'all.
My favorite sentence to tell people in battle rap is don't become an angle.
Oh my God. Yeah, don't be the lead story, man. You do not want to see OTFMZ exclusive.
Get down, and they will.
Let's talk battle raps, France. .. Oh no. Your day cannot start off well if you are an exclusive on that page.
I can only imagine all the battle rappers' days have been ruined from a post on that page.
So you might as well just jump back into bed and put the phone down. Don't even look at it. Just act like it don't exist. Don't go on Twitter for like 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You'll be good to go, man. Shout out to OTFMZ, man. They do what's necessary.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
And people are tuning in, man. You know what I mean? It's entertaining. You know,
Hell yeah, it is, man. So,
and not only that, they actually do work very hard. No matter what you think
no,
of the
listen,
content, they are in the trenches and they work hard. This media thing is not easy to pump out all those stories and keep you intrigued and engaged. It's not easy. So it's not necessarily about the content. Is can people keep you engaged? You know what I'm saying?
listen, the finger labor that goes into making social media content is very real struggle. All right. Like
The
every
what
single day,
labor?
finger labor.
Oh,
Like you
all right.
like
Manual labor.
I call it finger labor because you're literally using your thumbs and your eyes are glued to a phone. Like you're
Got you,
literally,
got
you
you.
know what I'm saying? You're literally on your phone, screen recording, keeping yourself on do not disturb, getting quotes, getting pictures, getting screenshots, all this memory on your phone, using third-party apps to create videos and compilations and clips and stuff, just so you can make a social media post, right? And that's just one of many posts that you need to use to keep people engaged. Like we're pumping out 10 LTBR news posts a day, Monday through Friday. So
Yep.
we're pumping out close to 50 stories a week.
No word, man. Supplying the people with stories to talk about.
Yeah. So
And they say media is not necessary. People be
you know,
tripping.
they work very hard, and I respect a lot of what they do because it's very similar to what we do. And I know for a fact there's just days like me and Josh from OTFMZ are in the Twitter space, and he's like, "You getting your quotes?" I'm like, "You getting your clips?" like I know why you here. I know why you here too.
And listen, man, it's dope that everyone has their own style. So, you know, you can pick and choose what you want. And not only that, we know the majority of you check out a little bit from everybody. So we are not tripping, man. So it ain't nothing to show love to other platforms.
Absolutely, man. So yeah, I think that concludes everything, man. Best battle rapper in the world, according to the people, is the Alien still.
Facts, man.
I feel like it's been nominated for a couple of years now. Every year, that's the answer everybody wants to give. Is it the right answer? Maybe tune into next time for us to give you the right answer.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And A-Ward and Low, so y'all be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't become an angle. You know what I mean? I'm just messing around, man. A-Ward gonna be like, the rebuttal game crazy. I got style, charisma, and a flow that's cold. Bend it over, baby. Let me see your whole asshole.
Hey, they're really good. I want to see them at the Poets and Autumn tour. When
It's fire. Actually, it's fire.
They're really fucking good. Like that poetry, the poetry has a lot of similarities to battle rap, and they're such great performers.
No, yo, it's so funny, man. Like watching it, I still got my battle rap brain on. So while they're performing, it's like I'm laughing, but it's a serious topic. And I know, like, to the regular person that's sitting in the crowd is hitting home like mad hard, like they probably ready to shed a tear. But me knowing them, it's like, oh, this is dope. But I'm still laughing because I got my battle rap brain on and I know these dudes. You know what I'm saying? So, but it is dope to see them take that tour all around the country, man. Like it's a real thing. Like there's mad people showing up. Like they're really putting on a performance. It's crazy.
Yeah. A-Ward does this poem about, alcohol and like his father drinking, and in the entire poem he's just scheming about different like alcohols and how it all relates, like Crown Royal and tequila and Hennessy and all the stuff, and he just like ties it into this one giant poem, and it's like your battle rap ears like, oh shit, he's scheming.
Exactly. That's why I be laughing. I'm like, yo, this dude is over here scheming.
This is whiskey business. Like,
and the drunks in the audience like, did he just say Jack Daniels? Oh, I got a tasting for some Jack right now.
His crown was royal.
I look at you some Crown Royal.
I can use some peach that crown.
My tobacco in that purple bag. I like me some bourbon. I once met this fine colored girl on Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Back when we didn't need to use rubbers, you know. You boys got it bad, you know. You got to wear animal skin on your Johnson just to prevent something. I did what I wanted to. Sure did. Ramsacked it like a burglary.
Hey, producer, when do we cut? Oh man, you know, if you made it to this part, this was for you. You made it this far, you deserve this.
This is for you. Listen, man, everybody, thank you for tuning in all the way to this part of the show. As always, log on to letstalkbattlerap.com. You'll get all the latest news, all the latest articles. Go pick up some merch from there. Also, follow the show on LTBR Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. If you really want to be up to date, follow the show and hit that notification button, man. Follow the YouTube. And yo, man, until next time, we are here every Monday on every single listening platform that you can listen to. All right. It doesn't matter. There is no excuse. Just hit that subscribe button, man. And if you want to leave us any questions, because we will do a fan listener show, there's two ways to do it. You could email us at letstalkbattlerap@gmail.com, or you could just use the hashtag AskLTBR, and we will be able to find it on IG or Twitter. Once again, that's AskLTBR, and we will be able to use your question on our upcoming mail show. All right, man. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I'm Vlad, aka Vlad Yankee, and that's my man France, aka French Mantega, aka Los Cabritos. All right, until next time, y'all be safe. Peace.